Always wonderful when people email us in about events that are happening around our city, some with different components to them. And there's a wonderful event actually happening later on this evening at the Shankman Arts Centre, ARTinis and Appetizers. And joining us to talk about that is Denis St-Jules. Great to have you here.
Glad to be here.
And also cooking for us in the kitchen and getting set for later on is Samantha from Bowich Best Organic Sandwich. Great to have you here.
Hi.
Before you start preparing, I just want to learn a little bit more about what the evening entails and really who's benefiting and what it's for.
Well, it's a fundraising event, of course. You might have already deduced that. It's ARTinis and Appetizers, and it's a fun evening. And it's in support of AOE, which is the Arts Ottawa East, which is an arts council. And it's a support also of an endowment fund for the arts called Articipate. And it's a fund that has accumulated almost $5 million up to now.
That's impressive.
And especially given the difficult circumstances of fundraising in the economic context of today. So that's really impressive that we've managed to achieve that. But it's an ongoing thing, of course, and we want to continue supplementing that fund. And that fund helps to support artists, whether they be professional or amateur artists, and in whatever discipline they happen to be working in, whether it's visual arts, sculpture, painting, or it's theatrical puppets, whether it's sculpture or theater.
It seems like everything, and it really embraces anything that has to do with the arts culture. So a wonderful event tonight, and then you're going to have the ARTinis
that's right.
that are going to be handed out, and some great food and everything too.
Great food, yes. All kinds of really wonderful I'm trying to find the word, caterers
like
and
lots
chefs
of different,
will be
that
there
have come in.
to give us a taste of all the food that they prepare, and Samantha is one of those caterers.
I was going to say, this sounds, I love the whole idea, of the concept between the sandwich itself and what it is that you do. So was it fun to kind of come up with something that you wanted to do for tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a little bit different to what we normally prepare. Obviously appetizers, bite sizes. So we tried to keep in sort of the same concept of what we do in the store. So we've made a simple salad, which is what we're going to do now, and then we're going to do a little crostini a bit later.
Okay, awesome. All right, so what are we going to be doing now?
So I'm just going to do our take on a Waldorf salad. So I'm going to start off with making a blue cheese dressing for it. So it's really simple.
That looks like some incredibly fresh blue cheese right there.
Oop. It is. It's very good. It's very, very creamy already. But what we're going to do just to make it into the dressing is you add some boiling water, about, for that much, probably 2 spoonfuls. I'm just going to grab my whisk. And
how many of these do you see yourself being able to prepare over the course of the night? How many people are you expecting there tonight?
Well, we're hoping to have upwards of about 400 people there this evening. So that's so the caterers have quite a challenge to provide these samples of what they can do for a lot of people.
Although I'm actually quite anxious to see what you're going to see as the final example for this Waldorf bite-size salad. Can people still get in?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, tickets are available at the door tonight at the Shankman Arts Centre. They can just arrive, and tickets will be available. They're $75 per person. Of course, that also has provides a receipt for tax purposes because it's a fundraising event.
Okay, so that kind of goes in.
Yeah. So we sort of creamed it all up.
All right. Can I give you a time crunch on this?
Sure.
Can you prep it in about a minute?
Sure.
All right.
All right. So then, after that's creamed out, I'm going to add some homemade mayonnaise, which we made at the store yesterday.
Nice.
And it's the same amount, pretty much, of blue cheese as it is to mayo.
All right.
Just as sort of a guideline.
And then just break us through some of the other ingredients, because I'm not sure we'll have time to.
Yeah. Just assemble. Basically, I've got some celery that I've matchsticked, and it's really important to peel your celery first, otherwise it gets really stringy. And then I've got matchsticks, apple, and you have to lemon your apple.
Really,
otherwise
you cut it too, right?
Yeah, for sure, all in presentation. And then I've got toasted walnuts, which is I've just basically sautéed in butter and added a little bit of salt and sugar.
Nice.
And then sort of you assemble it
Okay,
on the plate.
can I bring this out? Because this is so cool how you've done it. So this will be the bite size. This really allows people, as they're walking around and taking in the night, to have this bite size.
And we're going to have it on like a little plate as well, so nothing will drip on the dress.
I have our lettuce, our apples,
so the endive.
Yes.
So basically the endive.
Then the apple.
Then the apple and celery mixed up, some toasted walnuts, and then the blue cheese dressing.
And then there it is. Oh my God, that looks amazing. We'll have a chance to check it out. We'll have that we'll finish these up and we'll be able to show you it coming up in the next segment because we're also going to be making a salmon.
Salmon, horseradish, and salted cucumber.
How good does that sound? Are you ready for it tonight?
Yeah,
and we'll get more details too because there are people that are actually showing and doing some things
there are all
at
kinds
tonight's
of things
event.
going on. Yeah.
So we'll talk about that in just a little bit in another segment.